Christina, God bless. Bobby, good seeing you. Thanks, Christina. Sandra, DJ, good seeing you. God bless, John. Hope, good seeing you, Chi-Chi. Lori, God bless. Good seeing you. God bless, Lori. Pam, Teresa, Gina, AM, good seeing you. Guy, God bless. Sharon. God bless, Dave. Jeremiah, God bless. Bobby, one day to eternity, God bless. God bless, John. Regina, God bless. Dave. God bless, Guy. Coop, good seeing you. Beetle Dog, God bless. True Seeker, God bless. Giovanni, God bless. Pam, God bless. Wendy, God bless. Dixie, God bless.
Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back.
Play one more song and then I'll get going. Anise, God bless. Desi, God bless. Recon Ron. Mandy, God bless. Red Sonia, God bless. Lisa, God bless. Good seeing you. Log Cabin Artist, God bless. Brooke Lauren, good seeing you. 1953, God bless. Robin, God bless. Good seeing you. David, God bless. KP, good seeing you. Glorifying Jesus, Fair Family, God bless. Pauline, God bless. Serena, God bless. Good seeing you. Pray you're doing well. David, God bless. Ed, God bless. Good seeing you. I'll get started. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, John, and everybody, Christina, everybody that sent me something. I'm very appreciative. Lisa, Martin, many others. Thank you very much. As we know, Friday is the 17th day of the second month, the day of the flood. Also, too, we're on second Passover. It goes till the 28th. I talked about that before. So, this is my Bible verse, and this is very telling. This is going on right now. I'm going to talk about it. It says, this is in Daniel chapter 11. It says, he shall return to his own land with great riches, and shall be against the holy covenant and his own exploits, and he returns to his own land. Well, this is going on right now. As I said, this is the continent of Africa. I've said it before. In Daniel chapter 11, it talks about Ethiopia is at his footsteps. This is Kenya. There is a United Nations headquarters in Kenya, there's 3 United Nations headquarters. Yes, there's headquarters in every country, but there's only 3 headquarters. In Kenya, they just expanded the headquarters. In Kenya. He returns to his own land. They also have a shipping port there. Red wedding. This is representation of a red wedding. As you can see, red. This is sent to me by Roll. John also sent me this was also sent to me by John also. But red wedding right here. This is talks about the claims of Trump, the assassination of Trump right here. Obama talks about it right here.
And you know who you are, Republicans. In fact, I think we've got Republican Senators Tim Scott and Cory Gardner. They're in the House, which reminds me, security, bar the doors. Judge Merrick Garland, come on out. We're going to do this right here, right now. It's like the red wedding.
Red wedding. That's exactly what he shows in his picture right here. Red wedding. I don't know if you knew, but this is a fact. Obama gave the internet to China. This happened in 2016. He gave the internet, that's what's going to go down. The internet cyber attack. It's all planned. Right here. Yes, It's correct. It says Kenya president is scheduled to meet former U.S. President Barack Obama today. They are expected to discuss ranging topics, including this is he will return to his own land. This is Kenya. President Obama met with him today at the White House with Biden also, but this is correct. This was brought to me by Roe, and also John brought this to my attention also. Right here, Biden to name Kenya first sub-Saharan major NATO ally. This was a statement. This is why are they setting this up? Because after Babylon's destroyed, they return to Kenya, his own land. They take all of our subs, everything, our nuclear weapons and everything, and its headquarters in Kenya. This is exactly what the Bible says in Daniel chapter 11. I've talked about this for many, many years. Other people agree with me, like John. John's very aware of Obama. Right here, Ruto to meet U.S. President Obama in first U.S. tour. This is former. It says former, but we know who's calling the shots right here. We know who's calling the shots. This is when they set up the kingdom in Africa, as I said, after Babylon's destroyed. That's in Daniel chapter 11. And this is going on right now. They've been showing this all over the place. This is the nuke sub. This just came out today, this article. Shows the torpedo. This is the Poseidon torpedo. Right here's the sub. This just came out today. There's the wave. That's also the wave that's in IPEC GO. So it says right here, a nuclear-powered deep-diving midget submarine seabed. It says submerged in the seabed. This says array of torpedoes. Let's see. Says it's been stationed there since July of last year in the seabed. As most people know, the U.S. Carrier Strike Group is locked in the Red Sea battle, fired after this was it's going on all over. It's going on in the Red Sea. As I showed in my live video earlier, it's also going on in Taiwan. D-Day has arrived for China and the U.S. The invasion of Taiwan is a matter of days. Washington decided to send aircraft carriers. Great mobilization. This was today. D-Day. They're calling it D-Day. The invasion of Taiwan is a matter of days away. This was sent to me by John. Thank you. Putin has been making his rounds. He's in Belarus. This right here. Japanese people will be dragged into a furry hell. This was today also. Also, he's disappearing now. The Saudi king has moved in intensive care. He's going into hiding. These are Chinese soldier walking dogs. As you can see, they can fire machine guns also. This was just today, the Chinese. This was just today. They're the ones doing the drill. This was also put on Ukraine television. Got hacked.
How's it going? It is going great. Not out of water, but I'll tell you, it feels amazing just being out.
Planning to go to Trump rally in 20. Great movie footage.
If we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not.
An enemy of Ukraine is an enemy of America. Stay home, ignore the Trump rally, more to Ukraine.
For us, connecting with the people who have service members in their family or who have their own service, and we're just here celebrating that through music.
That's awesome. I know you've got kind of an abbreviated band here with you. Are you a full band coming? They're all going to be part of the celebration.
Yeah, we break down into a number.
So that was a hack. John sent me that. Thank you, John. This was also today. America's fourth largest bank warns of economic crash. That was today. Taiwan has got a blockade from China. This was just today. I did see somebody else reported on this also.
Are Pakistanis kidnapping Indians overseas? Turkish police have arrested 3 Pakistani.
That's not
Chinese military
this was the
surrounded
one.
Taiwan. China has encircled the island with warships and fighter jets. Are we inching closer to the dreaded Taiwan war, or is there a hidden meaning in these war games? The drills began this morning at 7:45 a.m. local time. It's meant to go on for 2 days. China is calling this drill a punishment. You see, in Taiwan, President Lai Ching-te has just been inaugurated. In his inauguration speech on Monday, Lai called on China to stop threatening Taiwan, and Beijing clearly did not take that well. Chinese President Xi Jinping has time and again said that China will be reunified with Taiwan. Do you know when was the last time China announced such a drill? It was last August, right after Lai, who was then the vice president, stopped over in the US on his way to Paraguay. The US is Taiwan's most important ally, by the way. The US, as you already know, is not China's best friend. The Chinese military surrounded Taiwan. China has
So they're calling it a blockade, which I did hear somebody else reporting on that also just today. This was just a month ago, but we know that there's going to be a hack. Could be this weekend, as I have talked about before.
Internet quite openly. They're just kind of open game.
But it's exposing them to a massive security risk.
If you can access it remotely, so can everybody else.
Cyber attacks are on the rise.
You don't think this is just needless fear-mongering, do you?
I wish it was.
But as I said, we know who gave the internet away. That was Microsoft, which Microsoft was also Bill Gates, which is also tied to Obama also. This was also sent to me.
My friends, it is my opinion that the Antarctic anomaly frequency is heating the Atlantic Ocean and will make hurricane season a lot worse. Check this out. And of course, this is only a theory. All right, my friends, welcome back. We're on Vent to Sky, and look what's back. It is May 23rd, 2024, and we have the beginning of the Antarctic anomaly once again. This one goes for a few days before they remove it. They will remove this. They always do. I'll skip to the days real quick just so you can see how far this frequency goes, because that's what this is. This is a frequency technology coming from Bovet Island, and you can see this spreading all the way up to the northern Atlantic, and I'm going to explain why we see this again. As you can see, the data here ends on the 29th. They will remove all data except for the data that initially took place, which will be right about here at 11 a.m. on Thursday. So you'll see this, and you'll see the rest of today, and then they will gradually remove this data. Now, I want you to think about something. The insane amount of heat we've been having in the Gulf and the southeastern states. But my friends, what we are seeing here with this heating of the Atlantic Ocean, we are 3 months ahead of schedule. As you can see on this chart, this is where we should be in the month of August as far as the temperature in this section of the ocean, the exact path where our hurricanes come
Freya, good seeing you.
Africa, sweep down through the Cape
Michelle, God bless.
The Caribbean. This is going to be a serious situation for the Caribbean, as I said, and also
Repo Man, good seeing you, brother. God bless.
Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all these areas, including the Gulf of Mexico and eastern Florida. That is why, in my opinion, of course, this is my theory about this situation, we are seeing this Antarctic anomaly because this is a type of frequency weapon. This program has no other way of determining this type of data, so it only puts it out in a wave format. That's why it's not showing up in any other setting, and sometimes we get this on windy and sometimes we don't. But this, my friends, is the program trying to analyze this data, and the only
Stacy,
way
good seeing you.
to put it in this form, so we're seeing and energy
Betty.
prices. That's why we had the insane weather all over Africa and then Brazil shortly after and during these anomalies. There's no denying that that weather lined up exactly with every time this anomaly popped up. You can see that here in this image. Every time the anomaly popped up on 4/9, we had insane weather in Cape Town, South Africa. It was then followed by insane weather in Kenya, and then Oman, and then Brazil, as we just discussed. So keep an eye out for significant weather in these areas or the continuing of significant
Janet,
weather.
good seeing you. God
This
bless.
is a very significant thing that's taking place down by Antarctica. Whether it's the island we've been speaking of, the weird antenna array up to the northwest of the island, or the Antarctic coast itself. Regardless, this is a frequency. There's nothing physical about this situation or wave. There's no waves being read because that's not what's actually here. It's only being read as waves because this program has no other way of analyzing this type of info and putting it out to us. So this is the extent that we get the anomaly.
You can watch this video. Is in thin air. He into thin air. I've had him on here before, but as I have been talking about, everything's heating up. It was 80 degrees again today for me, which is 20 degrees above normal. Which Ronald Reagan, I'm looking at the aircraft carrier Ronald Reagan.
Antagonisms of the moment.
This was a comment on my channel. This is my last video. Somebody, and I'm going to pin the comment. I thought it was a very good comment.
We often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
That was Ronald Reagan, and somebody had a comment, and I thought that was very fitting because that's what they're talking about right now. War and aliens. This was about I talked about the blockade at the White House.
Is on red alert due to potential protests. What are we supposed to be protesting? That's something we should probably be asking ourselves right about now. We're getting reports of farmland being idled across the United States. Updates on empty shelves and food shortages from you guys from all over. And we asked about canned peas, and you all responded. We have Australia, we have UK, we have all across the United States. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade. And these are your updates, your reports that you guys are sending in from all over the place. If you have something that you need to share with the group, please do comment on any one of the videos on this channel. Make sure you use the word update somewhere in there. And if you need to email me to keep your name off things, or because you don't have a Google account or whatever, you can do that at poplarpreparedness@gmail.com. We do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They help people who have retirement accounts get out of new icons. One of them is for your medical info. Isn't that great? To have that right on your phone. Have your medical info right on your phone, just like the iPhone. So that you can have your card who is in the military.
So what he's talking about is mainly is that they're getting rid of food, and that's why they put the barriers up at the White House. I'm not going to go over his whole video, but
military on Thursday.
This is what's going on in Taiwan right now.
The island. That's after China the same morning started 2 days of what its military called punishment drills around Taiwan, which it said were both a response to, quote, separatist acts of Taiwan independence forces, as well as a, quote, stern warning against the interference and provocation by external forces. The exercises come just days after Lai Ching-te took office as Taiwan's new president, a man Beijing detests as a separatist. China's military said the drills involving the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Rocket Force are intended to test its forces' quote, joint real combat capabilities. Chinese state media said dozens of fighter jets carrying live missiles were sent out, along with warships, and conducted mock strikes on high-value military targets. They published a map of the drill zones and 5 areas all around Taiwan and the islands Taiwan controls near the Chinese coast. Taiwanese officials told Reuters those areas were outside its contiguous zone, which is 24 nautical miles from the main island's coast. Taiwan's defense ministry said that it had dispatched forces to areas around the island, and the presidential office condemned what it called China's unilateral military provocations. Lai has repeatedly offered talks with China, but been rebuffed. He rejects Beijing's sovereignty claims over the island and says only Taiwan's people can decide their future. China last staged large-scale war games near Taiwan in 2022 and 2023. It again ramped up military pressure on the island in the lead-up to Lai's inauguration, with fighter jets staging mock attacks on foreign vessels, while ships and planes encroached close to the island. Unlike similar exercises conducted in the past, China's military has classified this latest round of drills in a way that leaves room for potential follow-ups.
So, as I said, most people know they're doing the drills around the island. As I said, the Ronald Reagan is there. I talked about this in my pre-live video about this. Talked about the 9 years right here. Also, too, there's a lot of stuff going on in Ukraine right now. U.S. is thinking about letting Ukraine use its weapons to strike Russia, even if it's enrages Putin. This would bring on World War III. As most people know, if we attack Russia directly, then it's going to bring World War III. John sent me this. Thank you, John. Russia stationed a nuclear satellite orbiting could spark World War III, which, yep. So everybody's ready for war right now. We know that. I want to talk about this a minute because I did discuss this the other day. The globalists getting rid of farms in farm. The World Bank launches plan to get rid of global farming under execution of cutting carbon emissions. This is exactly what they've been doing by me. I did talk about this the other day. The chickens right here, they've been killing. This has been going on for the last couple of years. The bird flu, every time they say there's a bird flu, the farm by me, they got rid of 400 workers and they killed a bunch of chickens because they're saying it's because of the bird flu. So and the cattle also, when they find it in a cattle farm, they get rid of them. This was up to 2 years ago, but this happened by me. This happened by me just, they've been doing this in Australia 5 days ago, as you can see. So it's 2 hours ago.
Chickens have been killed in Victoria to halt the spread of bird flu. But the deadly disease has now been detected at a second farm in the state's southwest. Madeline Sparks reports.
So they've been doing this all over.
Investigation is underway at a second poultry farm in Victoria. This one is in the state's southwest in a town called Terang. It is connected to another poultry farm where a bird flu outbreak was identified on Wednesday. That one is in Meredith, and that is where the H7N3 strain of bird flu was first located.
So they've been doing this all over. They've been doing this by me. Right here. This is by me.
This month, 6.5 million chickens had to be killed in Michigan. You've probably heard about the highly pathogenic avian flu. It's been spreading for about 2 years, but you might not know how devastating it is for chickens. A sick bird will struggle to breathe, gasp for air, and likely die within 2 days. And it's incredibly contagious. So if a farm has even one sick bird, they're required to depopulate or kill their entire flock. That's what happened at Herbrooks Poultry Ranch, a massive egg farm in Ionia County, where a worker found a few sick birds at the end of March. Since then, more than 6.5 million chickens have been killed in one of the largest depopulations in the country. During the last avian flu outbreak, most farms used carbon dioxide gassing or water-based foam. But the USDA thought these methods took too long, giving the virus more time to spread. So they okayed a method called Ventilation Shutdown Plus. This involves sealing the vents, pumping heat into the barns, and raising the temperature to 110 degrees until the animals have died from hypothermia. Animal rights activists say this is inhumane.
So this is going on. They're trying to get rid of their carbon, whatever. They're getting rid of animals. They've done this with cows too, if they find it in a farm. So this is going on right now. So, and like I said, it's happening by me also. So, and it says right here, connection with dairy outbreak. They're going to get rid of cows this way too.
The CDC confirming a second human case of bird flu in this country. The first case in Texas, the second case in Michigan. Here's ABC's Alex Perez.
So they've been doing this around the world. So I also want to talk about the stock market today. As you can see right here, the stock market went down 600 points and it's 1.53, which is right there, 153. So we'll see what happens. There's many articles on this, but we'll see what happens. See what happens tomorrow. I want to go live. We'll see what happens in this weekend. As I said, we're right here right now. We're right here Thursday, 2 days away from the second month, the flood, and also second Passover is over on the 28th. I also did talk about, we know that the Devil Comet is coming on the 2nd. So here we go. This and things are heating up. We'll see what happens. I hope everybody's doing well. I can't say hi to everybody, but you're greatly appreciated. We'll have praise and worship on Saturday if we're still here, and we'll see what happens. So thanks to my mods. You guys do a great job. I know Ashley, I'm sorry I couldn't. Ashley had something come up. She was going to be here, but she told me to message her ahead of time. Ashley did. She told me to message her ahead of time, and I did. And she said that she had something going on. So thanks to my mods that can make it. You're greatly appreciated, all of you. Thank you for everything. Thanks for my friends that sent me stuff, John, everyone. I mean, everybody. Thank you for sending me stuff. I'm greatly appreciated. So good seeing everybody. Tony, Alexander. Good seeing everybody. Rapture 111. Good seeing everybody. Won't be long. End Times Watchman. God bless. Good seeing everybody. So keep looking up. And I wanted to say something. I thought this was very fitting for me. Because I did tell DJ about this, because DJ tells me about this kind of stuff when it happens to him. And the Lord's always with us. He's always with us. And I thought this was, I've had a mourning dove. It started last year. It had its nest right by my house. And it's been there for the last 2 years. And the mourning dove's about ready to leave its nest. As you can see right there, there's two of them. There's two of them right there. There's two right there. Those are the babies. And from when I saw them in their nest, they're supposed to be in their nest roughly, it's roughly 30 days. And the 30 days it's up. Well, when they hatch when the egg gets hatched, it's roughly 14 days. 14 days, and the 14 days are just about up. There's two of them right there. I took this picture today, and they should be leaving their nest pretty soon. I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, good seeing everybody. God bless. Hope everybody's doing well. And yep, leaving the ark, leaving the nest. New birth. There's twins too, which I thought that was kind of fitting too. Thanks to my mods. You do a great job. Thank you. God bless.